Hey, what's going on, fellas? It is Thursday, April 24th, 2025, and just getting ready for work here. But wanted to make a video on how no one has a monopoly on happiness. So, uh, when we're going through life and we see other people going about and doing things, it's easy to think that they're living the perfect life. You know, where it's like, man, if I could just be this person, I'd be so happy. Like it'd be so much better. And even a guy like in my position, I'm pretty happy with my life. But even with all the travel and everything, there are things within me that I have to encounter and work on to get my overall sense of happiness and contentment in life up to a higher level. So, uh, like I said, it's easy to do. It's easy to think that, oh well, this person must be so happy. They have all these things, or they have these people in their life, and they must be so well off. But unfortunately, we'll never really know what's going on behind closed doors for folks. And just because they're showing you one thing on the outside doesn't, you have no idea what's going on the inside. So the expression "all that glitters is not gold" is a really, really valuable phrase because the more that you can focus internally and realize that you are responsible for your own happiness. And if there are things in your life that aren't going well for you that you want to improve, you have to take the steps to change it. Because if you don't, you're constantly going to be looking outside and then thinking, oh, well, so and so has so much more things than I have. They're so much better than me. That's not true. From what I've learned from my journey is the more that you dig internally and encounter difficult moments, you start to overcome those moments within yourself, and then you have this sense of understanding that you can do it. Like it is possible for you to become happy with someone, without someone, family, no family. It's in here. It's internal. So it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of discomfort to get to that point. And I'm still working towards that on my own journey of where I am trying to work towards a more sense of contentment. And a lot of that is coming from realizing my full potential. So I always feel like there's another tier that I can go higher and keep pushing myself to do more and more. And I have to have a balance there, right? So for me, it's good to push yourself, but if you constantly push yourself and it's never good enough, that can be just as equally as destructive as not wanting to get better at all and just being complacent in life. So you have to really take the steps to work towards understanding what's going on in your head. And there's a lot of factors, a lot of psychological factors, but there are so many resources online and just knowledge in general for you to dig internally. But the first thing you got to do is figure it out for yourself. I'm a big advocate for journaling and understanding your path and these things. So very, very critical. And one example I've always given to my students is Nick Kyrgios. So Nick Kyrgios is a very, very talented tennis player, has amazing athletic talent. The guy just oozes it, like when he walks on court, and you can see the way he moves and like his mastery of his biomechanics and things. It's really impressive to see. But the guy hasn't won a match in over a year. So it's because internally he has the same issues that a lot of people deal with, where he doesn't feel like he's good enough, and he has a lot of factors going on competing in his mind. And so a lot of us like, man, if I just had Kyrgios's forehand, or I had a backhand or a serve, I'd be so happy. It's like, well, you might be able to take their skills, but then if you take their mindset, it might be terrible. It might be just a horrible way to live. So it's a different mindset that you have to have when it comes to really building towards your inner peace and then living out your story that you're meant to live out. So that's all I got for this one. Catch you in the next one.